Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Trenton World 6 video. We're still not done with looking at new stuff yet. We're going to be taking a look at the new Dresden S-Bahn line. Oh, here comes a freight train just behind us there on the little bypass line. Yeah, we're not actually done looking at all of the new stuff in the game yet, because on the Leipzig to Dresden route there's technically two extensions. The first one's the biggie, which, you know, from Riesa to Leipzig, I mean that is the big extension, but there's also this new S-Bahn line which goes via the new Friedrichstadt freight yard, which is just huge, and goes up to Coswig. So that's what we're going to be driving in today's video. So let's get the train set up, as we are due out, well, now, so we can be fairly quick. Put that on. Why is PZB bridging? It only seems to be the Talent 2 which has it. Sifa, there we go, we'll turn it on, it's probably important. Let's get that back down, train lights on. We have got all of the layers now on console. So yeah, if you're watching this, go and download your layers on console. So yeah, you've got all these new stops. So we got Dresden Friedrichstadt, Dresden Kotter, Dresden Chemnitz, Dresden Stecher, Kossabode, Niederwover, Radebeul, Nundorf, and Coswig. And again, sorry to any Germans in the watching, that was probably horrific announcements. That's cool. And we're off. I would do it HUDless, because of German routes, they're quite simple doing them HUDless, because it sort of gives you all of the information you need to know on the signals. Like the signal there is telling me to go at 60 kilometers an hour, or at least that's the warning for that signal there. So fairly straightforward. Is that another freight train there as well? Wow. Such a busy route. Although you do see the FPS coming down a bit. What's on the front of that? Is that a 143 on the front there? That freight service. Nice. Yeah, so I've got every single DLC installed, apart from, I think, Clinchfield Railroad. As that one, it said I had to pay for it, so I think there might be an issue with that one. And there was also, well, I haven't got Holiday Express, and I haven't downloaded the Thomas stuff. The Thomas stuff is staying far away. Right, until they maybe release another Thomas DLC, then we'll show it off. Yeah, Thomas is gone, uninstalled. Right, let's speed up a bit. And I think all the stations will be quite close together on this as well. So, and by looking at because I did watch a little bit of the preview stream of this specific section. I think the top speed it wasn't that fast. So we should be able to slow down for stations with perfectly enough time. And also, for people playing HUDless, you get announcements now. So that makes it a bit easier. Hopefully you can't hear any drilling. There's some people doing some work out the front. Right, that's for us, that. I believe. Hang on. No, it's not. No, don't worry, it's not us. Yeah, that's the line over there. Silly. Right, off we go. So yeah, this is the new line. Which I wonder, was this one of the parts of the route which was meant to be included with the original Riesa to Dresden route? I don't remember this one, but I remember the airport line was meant to be included, but we never saw that. Hopefully we see that come back in future. And I think on this part of the route you've got HL signals, which I've actually never fully understood. There's like two different... Oh. Yeah, I've never actually understood HL signals. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, I think that there's like a yellow one with like a line underneath, that's like go 40 or something like that. Much prefer the new German signals, as I think the HL signals are like the old signals. Right, this is the first stop. We're only 3 coaches. And in Germany, a lot of the time it's just guess when you're in the platform. So not every station will have a stop marker. So I'd say just bring it to a stop basically here. That should do alright. Probably actually a bit further actually than we could have gone. Here we are. Nice. You see you've got the talent too, and it's got the VVO, which I think is sort of for the Dresden area. Sort of specific local branding. Let's get the doors shut. So this is the Friedrichstadt yard here, which is absolutely huge. As you can see, it's quite big. I mean, all the way to those containers, I think even further in the distance as well. And performance-wise, it's actually running quite well, considering how much overhead wires, signals, track, 50 FPS still. So that's quite good.
Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Dresden, Kotter, Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Cool. So the announcements almost sound like someone doing it manually. That's where you get the UK Riviera line announcements. It actually does sound like an announcement. These ones on here almost sounds like the driver making the announcement. Still good though, still sounds good. Obviously I don't know what these ones sound like in real life, so can't really comment. So it was 80. Oh, 90 now as well. Even better. So again, not like, I think that's probably the top speed on this part of the route. I don't think it goes much faster. At least from looking at the preview stream of this. Going over another line here. Cool. And so we work our way around. Apologies everyone. I did try and mute the mic there, but so we're coming up to the next stop as indicated by our the guy announcing. Staggered platforms as well, eh? So again, guess when you're in the platform at a lot of these stops. Not all of them have stop markers, and as the entrance is there, we'll probably don't want to go right down the end. This is quite nice so far. Look at the yeah. Oh wow, we're sort of it almost feels like we're in the countryside already. I mean, we're obviously not. We're still probably in sort of central Dresden. Maybe this is some sort of park. This is quite nice. Quite a nice little, almost a bit of a quieter line. And what is the service pattern? Let's have a quick look. Dresden. Oh, it's every hour. Oh, okay. So it is like a quiet, quaint line. Like it. Okay, well, off we go. So far, it's quite nice. Nice view out over the landscape. Let's try and get a little photo. The sun's sort of not really on our side for this. But yeah, this is the new Dresden S-Bahn line. Well, I think it's meant to be the Dresden S-Bahn line. Yeah, sort of avoids the main line and goes up to Coswig the back way, I guess. Well, more direct way, I'd say. But this route is amazing. It's what I mean. Now it probably is one of the best German routes in the game. So if you're looking at getting into German stuff, try this route. So much variety, so much. A lot of variety, and variety is like the best thing when it comes to TSW routes. No variety gets boring quickly. But sort of all of the routes we have within Train Sim Mod 6 have a nice amount of variety. This route probably the most. because there's just so many different ways and lines you can go. This is really nice along here. I thought we'd said it in autumn as well, as originally this route had some sort of autumnal enhancement to it when it first released. The original one with Train Sim World 2, they had like enhancements for the different routes. So Boston Providence was winter, this one was autumn, and the Brighton Main Line was summer. So I thought we'd set it in autumn, as it ideally should look better, whether that's the case anymore or not, but it does look quite nice. Go down the end. I'm assuming we're stopping at every stop along here. You wouldn't get any sort of fast ones, would you? Are they all stops? Just if there's any big ones. Every hour. Oh, that one's... Oh, hang on, Grossenhain. No, you're on to Grossenhain. So some of them go further than Coswig. Yeah, so that's also quite nice. That's a bit of help. And then in the afternoon, they all go to Grossenhain. So that's quite cool. Let's get the door shut. Do we... Hang on. Lock doors. Hang on. Oh, door ramp. No, not that. Oh, you get the yeah, the door ramp on here. I'll show you that at the next stop. Right, let's go. We are off in the 442. Cool. And we're off. Yeah, so quite nice then. So you can. This is almost like the Grossenhain back road. Well, not the the Coswig back road. Sort of a nice quiet line to Coswig, as opposed to the busy and manic main line via Radibule Ost. Also, another noteworthy mention as well to another ambassador, Trainser. They're trying to preserve a DVBR 420 in real life. So there's one of the badges. I'll leave a link down below so you can read about what they're trying to do. But they're trying to preserve one of the 420s. So if you're into that sort of thing, I'll leave a link below. And also to the badges, because you can get the badges as well, which is cool. Right, here we are. This is the next stop. Again, hopefully you can't hear any drilling or whatever. Yeah, I think the ramp button, you can, there's two different like heights of ramp on here, so let's try that. Oh yeah, press. Open the door. Does the ramp come out? Well, they come out anyway, don't they? Hang on, if I press that, does that then go in? There's two different heights to it. Yeah, the low and high ramp, I suppose. Right, let's get the door shut. You got the slightly different PIS or CIS here as well. You got the older style one, which is quite cool. So sort of to see the two different styles on the route. Right, let's go. Mate, what are you doing? You just like skipped the crossing, went round the barriers. Oh, and you? That's not a spawn point, is it? On the crossing. Bit weird. Okay, well off we go. Yeah, what a really nice journey so far. And again, it's only about 24 minutes up to Coswig. Just really pleasant. This line just keeps on giving. You got the Meissen branch, the Grossenhain branch, now this line. So much. And the way to enjoy German routes is to learn the German signalling and safety systems. If you don't know them, they're a bit like meh, a bit boring. But if you can learn the signals and safety systems, which I highly recommend, do it. Because before I knew safety systems and signals, well, to be honest, the HL signals I don't know too well, but the normal German signals. Yeah, prior to knowing them, I did find German routes a bit boring. But once you learn the safety systems, signals, they become like the best routes. Oh, that's I think that's one of those temporary speed boards, which we've just come across there. And here we are.
Steht RB 31 nach Coswig bei Dresden. Abfahrt 8:21 Uhr.
Nice. You've got the announcements on the platform as well, or in German, so I don't know what they're saying. But I think some people wanted them to be in English as well, and it's like, why would you want the announcements in English when we're in Germany? I mean, maybe at like the big stations they might also be in English. Like airport stations.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug RB 31 nach Coswig bei
Cool.
Dresden. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station,
Is that signal meant to not have anything on it?
Richtung rechts.
Yeah, some people in the community, suggesting that the announcements could be in English as well. But it's just like, we're not in England, we're in Germany. Yeah, so I think that board there must have been for that TSR that morning for the 70. Do you get like you actually do get a little warning board for it. Long we go. What a really nice little line there, this one. Instead of going right into sort of the hustle and bustle, it sort of avoids that. It's been really, really just pretty and nice. I wonder if you get any freight trains coming along here. We'll see it's obviously an hourly service, which for sort of an inner city route is quite, not great, but it feels like we're sort of still within the city. We will be late on this run. I am sort of taking my time a bit. Is there some sort of bridge coming up we go over? Some sort of big bridge there. Do we go over that? Is that some sort of, sort of bridge? We got a HL signal here. Flashing yellow. What's that? Well, we'll acknowledge it. That's the main thing. And we got a magnet anyway, so we got to slow down. That's some sort of road bridge. Do we get a little railway bridge then? Quite a cool little station, sort of right next to the main road. Almost feels, well, I suppose it serves that village there. Get that side though. Yeah, we're going back over, going over the river now. Which the main line does. The passenger lights have turned off, round and full. And we can rectify that. There we go. Right, get the door shut, and next stop is Radable Norndorf. So we're now, whereabouts are we now then? So we're there. So we're almost sort of joined up with the main line again now. So we're going to go up to 45. This is the last signal. Oh, pretty cool. I feel like the scenery, sort of where the river is, could be a bit better. As in, there could be a bit more vegetation or something going on, but it does seem sort of a bit barren. Although maybe it generally is like that, but maybe that could look a bit better. Oh, literally just as well. I saw it and I was like, quickly, take the power off. That's annoying. Of course it happened. It has to happen, doesn't it? That's annoying. There was a red signal, everyone. There was a red signal. Things we were at 44 and then it did it. It's like, little bugger. We're at 44, not 45. That is the, yeah, PZB. Catches you out every now and again. And when it does, it's like, so we're still here restricted to 45 at the moment. So, and it went up to 44 and I saw it and I was like, oh. Well, what's that coming along there? What's that one? Is that an express? What are you? Oh, that's a different one, that one. Well, it is a regional bound 31, but that's come from a different place. Right, now we can unrelease ourselves. There we go. What happens in real life if a German train driver gets caught out by PZB? Is that like a big thing? Like they get taken off track, can't drive the train? What happens? That happens in the UK. Oh, no magnet for that signal. Yeah, I need to have a look at the HL signals now they're on this bit as well. Probably a good idea. Quite a low, already low platform at this one, wow. Very low. And barely is a platform. A bit like the US ones. So yeah, after this it's Coswig. Or Coswig. Yeah, Coswig. So I wonder if during engineering works, trains will divert via this route. Say the ICE services out of Dresden up to Riesa and Leipzig. If that line's shut or if there's disruption, I wonder if this is like it must be a diversionary route. Because if you go literally straight out of it, it joins up onto the sort of high speed or the fast line. I'm sure a Dresden local will know that question. And we're off. So we should be going, what, left here? Oh, there's a freight train, so that answers my earlier question. Signal blocks, so I guess that one must be waiting for the other train which just went. So fairly sort of big signal blocks. Awesome. Well, I think we can probably all agree it's been a pretty nice little drive. And definitely sort of like the back road. You've got the main line, which is fast, busy, lots of trains. And then, yeah, just this one, which is the back road. The back road to Coswig. Rather like it. Yeah, you have to study up on those HL signals now they're actually on this bit. Well, here we are. Just looking out for where the next signal is. Across we go. Coming into a bit of a yard here.
Station Coswig bei Dresden. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung.
Now we're coming into on sort of the end platform. Oh, so is that why on the old Riesa Dresden route there were, I think, a couple of services which only went between Grossenhain and Coswig? Must have been these ones. So I always used to be like, that's a little funny little service. There's the Deutsche Bundesbahn 363. So if you saw the 294 video, the 294 is like a big version of the 363. Well, that was fun. Really good, actually. I enjoyed that. That was good. And yeah, you got the newer style CIS here as well. So this is like a little shuttle, so you could just stay on this all afternoon. Well, until it goes up to Grossenheim, which to be honest isn't much further. Yeah, nice. We'll stop here. Cool. Oh, that was fun. Probably could have gone right down to the end, but it doesn't really matter. Right, get the doors shut, which I assume you probably wouldn't have to do. Probably just keep them open. Look at that, not bad at all. Not bad. Well, that is going to be it from me. Oh, hello. Or not? Are we not? Well, where are we going now? Hang on. Well, where does it want us to go? Oh, it goes into like a little turn back. Well, I suppose maybe sits there and then comes back out later. But we're not going to do that, as I've got to shoot off. But hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Links to usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our new affiliate link for UK departure boards. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye, guys.